right now. What I'm trying to help us all in the healthcare industry and well, all of us as humans, frankly, is to figure out ourselves a little bit better so we can support ourselves better in the moment. And y'all been through a lot in the last 18, 19 months, right? So I want to help us understand exactly kind of what happened to us, why we feel the way we feel, so we can just kind of refresh, regroup, re-engage, and get a new story, a new perspective on what's happening around us. So what we're going to talk about today is a lot about our humanness that nobody ever takes a class about, nobody tells us about. And well, quite frankly, what do they say? Necessity is the mother of invention or the father of invention or whatever you want to call it. So what I've taken my time to do is to help us all figure out ourselves, right? Because as a caregiver myself, as a person who supports my husband and is supporting people outside of my situation, what I know for sure is that very little of us understand our humanness. If I asked you, when's the last time you took a class about actually your humanness? So, and the internet is amazing because it allows us to do some self-help stuff and blah, blah, blah. But context wise and what you guys are doing every day, it doesn't, I just wanted to put everything together so we understand why we're feeling the way we do. So I want you to think about something. If you are sitting here right now, if you are on the line between above ground and basement level, how much does it take to flip you to the basement or to lift you up? How much does it take for that to happen? Let's say I just heard a little bit. You lost your credit card, but then you found your credit card and then now you're here. Right? So if you think about it, that emotional roller coaster that you went up, I lost my card. Whoa, I found my card. I found my card. All in like 1 second. So if life like that is happening, which it does every single day, and we're going to support someone else, it's really easy for us to end up in the basement. And it's easy for us to end up in the basement. And when we do that, that is not only hard on us, it's hard on the people that we support. And neither one of us actually deserve that. But here's the thing, we've added a lot of things to our to-do list that we never had to do before. So I want you to think about what is one thing that has been added to your list since COVID has come. Since COVID happened, what is something that's been added to your list, your to-do list?
Wearing a mask.
Wearing the mask? And
Yeah.
what have the mask, what is that added to your life?
Having to make sure I remember to bring one and wear it the whole time.
Yeah. How many of you have gotten halfway into a building only to turn around and go get your dang mask?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you just had $1 for every time that happened? So, but if you think about the mask, what have they added to your life?
Safety.
Safe protection.
But when it comes to do, what is it added to your list?
Just remember to burn it.
Washing them.
But you've had to make room for it. And at the beginning, you're like, what if I don't bring my mask? What if this? What if that? Right? So even though we're just talking about a mask, look how important that's become in your life right now. Right? Because 19 months ago, if you would have said everybody's going to run around in masks and you can't leave your home and you can't do all this, would you have said you're out of your mind? That's not ever going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So
Yeah.
here's the thing with the human cycle. Okay. As humans, this is the way we move through change. When something's happening, when something changes, something's different, we all go through these different kind of learning zones. Okay. First, we're in the fear zone. So for the first time in history, we have actually now, as healthcare providers, are experiencing the same thing as the people that we're supporting. I mean, think about that for a second. So we have a common thread that binds us, right? And we're all in the same storm, but that doesn't mean that we're in the same boat. So when we look at COVID as a collective experience for all of us, if you think about how, when was it? February or March, right? When they told us this was here, all of us went into this fear zone. Oh my gosh, what does this mean? What does this look like? What is this? What do I do? What's next? And for me as a caregiver to my husband, for me, it was like, oh, I was somewhat relieved that the world is going to slow down for 14 days so I could finally catch up. It gave me an opportunity, but then all of my stuff started closing, right? All of my events started canceling, and my livelihood went. So I went into that fear zone. Oh my gosh. And I can't find toilet paper and I can't find my diet squirt, right? And I can't get to my people. So if you think about what that meant to you as care providers, that fear zone, what did you actually go through in that moment with that fear zone? So it wasn't only how am I going to show up to work? How is that going to look? How am I going to show back up into my family? How am I going to put myself in these places that potentially are going to endanger my family on some levels, right? So you've added it not only